Officials fear ISIS will take advantage of the pause in fighting to regroup, raising concerns about its potential re-emergence. But officials with Operation Inherent Resolve say in the meantime they'll continue their battle in Syria. One America's Neil W. McCabe has that report.
President Donald Trump promised voters in 2016 he would defeat the army of the Islamic State that had built a caliphate out of territory it captured in Syria and Iraq.
We're knocking the hell out of ISIS. We'll be coming out of Syria very soon.
Thursday, the president told supporters in Ohio that the mission against ISIS was nearly complete. Colonel Ryan Dillon is the spokesman for U.S. and coalition forces deployed to the Syria-Iraq theater in support of Operation Inherent Resolve, which is targeted against the Islamic State. Speaking from Baghdad, the colonel told One America News that the commanders in theater were tracking the president's remarks.
Statements and what actually happens on the ground, there can be a difference in time, but we here in Iraq and Syria remain committed to defeating ISIS.
Dillon said 1 year ago ISIS was ascendant, but in the last 12 months 98% of its territory has been taken away and 7.5 million people have been liberated.
Well, since ISIS lost their capital in Raqqa, our partners, the Syrian Democratic Forces, did not miss a beat and immediately transitioned to move into other areas where ISIS held territory. The Syrian Democratic Forces, with coalition's support, have degraded ISIS's ability to conduct battlefield operations. They can no longer plan, finance, and resource their operations. We've ripped apart their networks. We've killed many of their high-value individuals and their leaders, and we will work with local security forces to prevent the resurgence of these elements from coming back.
Dillon said the coalition is made up of 5,200 U.S. troops in Iraq and 2,000 U.S. troops in Syria, along with 4,000 foreign troops who take on the bulk of the training mission. There are 5 main lines of effort for the coalition: providing advisors, training Iraqi security forces and other local forces, supplying equipment, executing precision airstrikes, and delivering military intelligence.
Through major combat operations, when ISIS still held territory in places like Mosul and Raqqa, we conducted several strikes. We used a lot of our advisors. That has really transitioned right now to spending more time and more effort on training the Iraqi security force elements and our local security elements in Syria so that they can continue to professionalize and prevent the resurgence of ISIS.
Neil W. McCabe, One America News, Washington.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.